To hard-hit Houma, where widespread power outages are likely to be in effect for weeks, and that is keeping a demand for gas for generators and cars at a premium.
Tan Trung is joining us live from Houma with an update on the recovery and the uncertainty some families are feeling. Tan, I know they're concerned they'll be forgotten.
Yeah, you hear that a lot down here, Katie, but the cleanup and the clearing here is widespread, but you will find places like this store right here that seemingly hasn't been touched since the storm. A lot of the original contents in the store are now still in there, and it's certainly noticeable when you smell it here. A spokesman for the parish says it's a safe assumption that virtually every structure in this Houma area and also in Terrebonne Parish got some level of damage. Now it's just a question of which ones can rebuild. It's a question many families are questioning themselves at this point and don't know how to answer.
I won't go through them power lines.
The front of Lesquan Longmire's house in West Houma was basically decapitated by Hurricane Ida. It's been in his family for generations.
We from the hood, so we used to dealing with certain things, you know what I'm saying? Now Houma hasn't had this part of it, but you know, just in life in general, every day is a struggle. Every day we struggle.
Much of what was inside got damaged by rain. Some of the toys he bought for his 2-year-old daughter are now in debris piles out front.
When she came, she didn't want to step foot on the ground anywhere. She looked at the house and, you know what I'm saying, the look on her face, she was devastated.
On the eastern side of Houma, we met 9-year-old Isabella Olin. She and her family waited in the heat to get a $100 emergency stipend the Mexican government was making available to Mexican communities hit by Hurricane Ida. Isabella says when they returned from evacuation, they discovered their home had been looted.
People came in all over the houses and robbed. For example, they opened all my stuff from school, and all my mom's wallets were open.
Many Spanish-speaking workers came to southeast Louisiana to help the rebuilding effort after Hurricane Katrina 16 years ago. Now, some of them will have their own story of recovery. Regardless of language, there are common needs down here.
We've been running out of stuff quickly, and then we got 2 generators, which are working good, so we've been okay so far.
Yeah, what sort of stuff were you running out of?
Like water, but then they've given us a bunch of stuff, so we've been giving it away too.
Full power in the parish is estimated to be weeks away, but there is an army of linemen and bucket trucks in Houma, and progress is being measured in small increments.
The power companies have completed their damage assessments, and now they're beginning to work on restoration. We actually had one of our neighborhoods come back up recently.
My child's room destroyed.
Back on the west side of Houma, Lesquan Longmire has salvaged what he can. Now he's making the same pledge so many in this region have made after the storm. He will be back.
We have to. We have to. Life gotta go on down here too. We gotta come back and do what we gotta do. It might be a blessing and a curse.
There's no question Longmire has lost a lot in the storm. There's one thing he did recover that was very close to his heart. His father died 3 years ago. The ashes of his father were stored in the living room of that house. He did manage to recover that. It was safe and it was dry. Reporting from Houma, Tan Trung, Eyewitness News.